Hi there, it's Healthy Ingredient Discovery and it's episode 5, and this one is about 5 truths that mean something to me. And why am I doing Healthy Ingredient Discovery? Okay, there comes a time when you ask yourself, why do you do what you do? There has to be a good number of reasons, or one good solid reason for going and sticking to something. We believe that it's the truth and the truth must be told because lies make victims, but the truth sets free. Hey, recently I saw a trailer with Julia Roberts in her new series, Gaslit. It tells the true story of Martha Mitchell, a Southern socialite and wife of President Nixon's Attorney General, John Mitchell. Now, Martha Mitchell was one of the first people connected to Nixon to try and speak out after the Watergate burglaries occurred and the corruption of the Nixon government, even though her husband was implicated. When she was asked by reporters about why she was testifying against her own husband, she simply said, because it's the truth. She couldn't deny the truth being said for anyone. So isn't that amazing? And I kind of relate to that because ever since I was a young person, I never shied away from the truth. To me, the truth is my friend. It's not fun hearing the truth at times, but it does serve you well. Later on in my 30s, I went as a missionary, and a senior missionary told me, you are a truth chaser. You seek the truth. I will never forget that because he was right. I did seek out the truth, and that's why I follow a number of things and entities from every account when they're saying it's the truth. So I will show you 5 truths and their benefits because the truth deserves to be told and it counteracts deceit and has also made a huge difference in my life. So truth number 1, diet-related disease is the biggest killer, and what's missing. So the first truth is about our food. So here we have an example of food and dietary risks in relations to food. This is from Australia, and it's 2015, and it's all dietary risks. Okay, so basically we've got 200,000 Australians suffering from coronary heart disease in a major way and all these other conditions just simply through diet alone. So that is pretty incredible. Okay, so the next slide. We have now age-related, and we can see a big increase in how many people are suffering from a diet-related disease when they're over, when they're 65 to 85. So that's incredible, and you can see that coronary heart disease is one of the biggest killers. Okay, so this is all preventative. We can prevent being so sick at this age. Now, it's safe to say that if you have been, if you've got a condition or struggling with any form of diet-related disease, and it's not working for you, it changes in order. You can keep trying to use foods, but even self-grown and harvested food, the possibility of this being sustainable and practical is not always possible. It's a hit and miss as far as nutrition goes. So in this, we have to look at what actually nutrition does and some important factors about nutrition that in this day and age you should really know about. It's slowly coming to our attention in the mainstream, but at the moment, this kind of information you have to dig up. So I'm happy to be able to share it with you, and it's because this is actually what made a difference in my health, and I will show you the difference later. Okay, so keep in tune, keep in touch. Okay, so in our diet, we should be having 8 essential biological sugars, as it says there, but in actual fact, we only get 2. And now these biological sugars are very important because that is a picture of a cell there. with receptors, and in the receptors on our cell wall are these receptors, okay? And these have had prominence with the COVID virus. So you can see there, these receptors do things like communicate between cells in your body. One, things that they communicate about is nourish me, repair, destroy, protect, and regulate. So these are all the very important things that cells have to talk about. And sadly enough, our modern diet doesn't supply us with these 8 essential sugars to make these little receptors work. So we have to look at getting those sugars still. Otherwise, we're going to fall into, our cells are going to be in disrepair and we'll be prone to sickness more than ever. So if we have a look here, this is another diagram of similar but slightly more complicated. That's a cell wall again, and then you can see the receptors on the side showing who they're communicating with and why. For example, toxins, microorganisms are here on the left-hand diagram, viruses, enzymes, antibodies, hormones, and others. There you have the cell receptors. Okay, so these sugars actually fuel and help produce these receptors. They produce them, and they're called glycoproteins, the actual structure, and it's the glycan that helps produce these receptors. So that's really all very incredibly important. So that's just truth number. I believe that was truth number. Anyway, we're going on to the next truth, which is truth number 2, the imposters. Okay, so in my journey, I was looking for an answer in regards to a skin condition. I had a bad skin condition that developed in my mid-30s, and I didn't know what to do, so I started looking for some answers, and I knew I had to change something, otherwise I wouldn't see a change in my skin. So obviously something was wrong. So I started to look around and everything. And I did try some these products from these companies, but to no avail. They weren't any good. I was very sad about it, but never mind, that it was a truth I had to come to terms with. And that's what I'm talking to you about, all these truths. Okay, so when I started on the products from Matitech, I soon found a big difference in my health, and that is scientific proof that they gave me, and also they, were able to supply these 8 glyconutrient sugars. And here's the evidence of what happened to my skin as I progressed. Now, it didn't straight away happen overnight, because you see, you're dealing with cell-to-cell repair, and that takes quite a while. And just as much as long as it took for you to get sick, it'll take a little time for you to get better. But as I continued on, I was able to see a difference, and my skin condition improved over time. It took approximately 2.5 years. So it gives you an idea. And here's another person with had an injury to his skin, and he was using 3-phase power. He was working on a 3-phase power box, and it exploded in his face, and he had burns to his arms and his face. And the doctor said he would be in hospital 2 to 3 months recovering from this, but he used out the ampritose power, and he was able to be discharged from the hospital. Okay, so truth number. So I need to talk to you a little bit more about the examples that we have in that we have scientific proof. So that is something else that is a third proof, the scientific proof, which was up here. This is a quick video of all the trials that have been done, and they're quite phenomenal. So, and that majority of companies will not do trials like this because they're very time consuming and very expensive to do. So there is majority of 95% of the world's companies will not do trials like this, but Manatech has. And another thing most companies won't do is they won't give back. Now, this is a phenomenal thing. When you are dealing with a company with such integrity and so on, it comes as a pleasant surprise that they like to give back. And this is an example of a child receiving nutrition, also, you know, showing the proof of the glyconutrients working. So you have a little child, her name is Ingrid, and she was very unwell with malnourishment. And when they're very unwell, they can't run around, they can't study, they can't do anything. They're in a very serious way. If they could be stunted for life if they survive. Now, so you can see 6 months later, this child is absolutely transformed because it's receiving the glyconutrients and the proper nutrition. So again, some proof, and also proof in the give back. So that's phenomenal. Now we have a video that we can show you. It's an update as to what's happening on the field and how much has been given. Right, the fifth truth is residual income. Diversified income has become a must into today's economy. To depend on only one source of income is fraught with more disruption than ever before. So if a stream of residual income can be created, a person is more insulated against the change of economy. Manatech offers an income stream through rewarding you with any word-of-mouth work you may do for the company. This is great because people learn and hear from folks that are actually using the products, not just salespeople. Telling the truth and updating people's knowledge is a big motivator for me. I made an attempt to quit at times, but it failed. So you are stuck with me for a little while longer. The best thing you can do is watch this short presentation about this truth, and my job is done. But it's not for me that I do this, it's for you. I'd love to serve you on the other side, so bring me any questions you may have. I so thank you for your time. God bless, and we'll hear from each other shortly. Bye for now. See you next Tuesday.
I meet people who are struggling. They're trying to figure out how to make ends meet. They're looking for solutions.
People are frustrated, feeling like they don't have an opportunity to live the life of their dreams.
We had no money. That'll make a husband and a father sit up and take notice. We needed something to change.
You can start out, as a part-time job, but you're working at home. You're not taking on another job where you have to say goodbye to your family and your children and go do something.
My wife and I both are stay-at-home parents, and to be able to be involved in our kids' lives is just priceless.
If you enjoy doing something, it's not a job, it's not work, it's part of my everyday life.
It's about not have to get up with the alarm clock, but get up at your own time and then set your own schedule for the day. When you get someone that's really hungry that says yes, we're so excited for them because their whole life is going to change right there.
It's not the corporate ladder. It's not climbing up and pushing other people down. It's how many people can I bring with me.
We want people to strive to be better instead of the life of mediocrity.
You have an opportunity to change lives. You have an opportunity to help people become more.
Being able to be part of this experience is incredible and something that everyone should aspire to be able to do.
This to us has been a ticket to freedom. This to us has been such an amazing opportunity.
Are you living your best life? Now, I know that sounds like a bit of a cliche, but have you thought about where you are versus where you want to be? Or if you were even moving in the direction of your best life, and what that would look like? Well, we are in an unprecedented era, in which more people than ever before have decided that they are, in fact, not living their best life. But they want to. In fact, you've probably seen this statistic. Many are calling it the Great Resignation. 47 million people left their job in 2021. And 47 million people can't be wrong, right? Now, what are the reasons for this? Some of the reasons are things such as low pay, especially with rising inflation, lack of opportunity for advancement, and feeling disrespected at work. And we've just come out of an era, or are coming out of an era, in which people have experienced being at home, waking up, having breakfast with their family, or walking the dog. And a lot of people have decided that that's the type of life experience that they want to have. Some of the key drivers of this dissatisfaction of people realizing they're not living their best life are things such as purchasing power. If you look at it, a lot of people can no longer do what they did even a couple of years ago, if they're making the same amount they were. Hourly wages have gone from $2.50 to over $20. But the purchasing power of those dollars has remained flat. And recently it's even dipped lower, due to things such as inflation and rising costs everywhere. Now, what this does is it sets up an incredible opportunity for those that want to leverage the most transformational, emerging megatrends that exist today. Number one is the work-from-home trend. According to Forbes magazine, almost 80 million people are predicted to start a home business over the next few years. Number two is the gig economy. This has shifted just about everything on our planet, certainly in North America, by leveraging the concept behind companies such as Uber and Airbnb. To learn a little bit more about the gig economy, let's watch this short video.
We've all heard it. Work hard now so you can enjoy your retirement later. Skip that fancy latte in the morning and watch the savings pile up. Stay the course, and it will all pay off eventually. But let's be honest, tradition isn't the only way. You don't have to look far to see a growing trend that is breaking tradition and helping people all over the world find some extra income that actually makes a difference. The gig economy is here, and more people are starting to see how working for themselves can start a new tradition. One where you have the choice, one where you're in control. And you already know what the gig economy is. It's simply income-earning activities outside of a traditional long-term employee relationship. 40% of the current labor force is already involved in the gig economy, and research shows that up to 80% have interest in participating. The gig economy is projected to grow to $455 billion over the next few years, with skyrocketing potential beyond that, as technology continues to make innovation accessible. We live in a time where our culture and technology are evolving together to allow us to move past that traditional view of work. Work that Monday to Friday 9 to 5? How about choose to work when it's best for you? Answer to a boss all the time? How about create a space for your own business? And here's the thing about the gig economy. It still comes down to your choice. Let's say you have your 9 to 5 and love it. What if you actually like your boss and just want to be able to save a little extra each month, pay for an extra bill, or focus on that vacation fund? The gig economy is designed for you. So let's get to work. Your way.
The third megatrend is the health and wellness industry, which is now more than a $4 trillion, that's trillion with a T, a $4 trillion industry. It was first predicted to be a $1 trillion industry, and I remember thinking that that was an outrageous number. That's so huge. And now, of course, it's exploded more than 4 times that and continues to grow tremendously. And then you've got social commerce 2.0, harnessing the power of technology anywhere in the palm of your hand with your cell phone. And to have an e-commerce scenario where your store is open globally 24/7, the world has certainly changed. And you can leverage all of these megatrends to create something truly amazing. How? By becoming a global wellness business owner with Manatech for only $49.99. Manatech, your global business partner. With more than 27 years in business, $5 billion in cumulative sales, more than $2 billion in compensation already paid out, publicly traded on the NASDAQ, a member of the Direct Selling Association, more than 150 patents have been issued to Manatech, and our products are distributed and sold in more than 30 countries. And of course, our products come with a money-back satisfaction guarantee. You saw social impact on the last slide. So, a few years ago, Manatech created the M5M Foundation. This foundation has donated over 130 million servings of PhytoBlend nutritional powder to children all over the world. See, the amazing thing that Manatech has done with this program, every time a person decides to use wellness products for themselves or their family, or if they recommend them to a friend and the friend starts using them, Manatech makes a donation to the M5M Foundation to distribute great nutrition all over the world. Take a look at this short video. You'll learn more about Manatech, our values, and what this could mean for you.
Manatech, a global leader in the field of health and nutrition, has been empowering people to live their best lives for over a quarter century. We are on a mission to help people live happier, healthier, enriched lives by developing scientifically sound, innovative wellness solutions and fostering a culture where the entrepreneurial spirit thrives.
At Manatech, we believe we provide an environment of positivity, teamwork, personal development, and accountability for people to achieve their highest aspirations.
At Manatech, we believe we celebrate the strength of family and offer a community where every employee, associate, and customer is welcome and knows they belong.
At Manatech, we believe we are committed to provide innovative and scientifically sound solutions to support the wellness of people around the world.
At Manatech, we believe we serve with a giving heart and support each other and our customers with a culture that fosters this spirit throughout the organization.
At Manatech, we believe we are passionate about fighting the epidemic of childhood malnutrition. Our innovative social entrepreneurship model provides a sustainable donation with every product purchased to nourish children around the world through the M5M Foundation. At Manatech,
we believe
in the power
of you.
In the power
of you.
Manatech, the nature of nourishment. So, whether it's a person's goals to have better nutrition, to strengthen their immune system, have a more youthful appearance, or even lose some of that extra fat, Manatech has a proven wellness solution for you. Optimal health starts at the cellular level, and this has always been the foundation of the Manatech scientific premise. We are the innovators of glyconutrition. With the proper nutrition at the cell level, meaning your cells know when they need to be nourished or repaired, for example, they send the right messages. When one cell needs to find out what's up with the other cell, they use communication. This is why Manatech has also been known as the science company for more than a quarter of a century. Your simple and convenient approach to a healthy lifestyle with Manatech is very simple. We have the optimal support packets, which include our Catalyst multivitamin for nourishment, our Ambritose AO antioxidants for protection, plus for the regulation of hormones, and Ambritose Life or Ambritose Complex for your cells to be able to communicate properly with one another. You add all these factors, all those megatrends, and you take this amazing track record of a publicly traded company, and you make it so that entrepreneurs like yourself can take advantage of Manatech, the ultimate business in a box. Your global online business, as I mentioned earlier, is open 24/7. You are provided an instantly ready e-commerce website. Manatech lets you harness the power of technology, and we have a step-by-step system to follow. In addition, we have a very strong customer retention and loyalty program, which creates supplemental income, and our innovative subscription model products are backed by science and patented technologies. Now, Manatech has also chosen the optimal distribution for today's online world. The way it traditionally works, as you know, quite a bit of money is paid for advertising. A manufacturer makes a product, it ends up in a store somehow, and the advertising is what allows or drives the consumer to go make that purchase. In the example on the right, direct to consumer, that's what Manatech does. Our great products are purchased through your online store. So now you are the advertising. When a customer buys the products, the money which is paid to advertising in the traditional model is now paid directly to you for sending out your link or making a referral. Now, you can also harness this amazing power of social commerce 2.0. We've all seen and for the most part been part of social media as it's grown and then exploded. However, a lot of people haven't taken advantage of it yet. Now you can, by teaming up with Manatech. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You have a community of like-minded people that are focused on your success. You can work business anytime, anywhere, at a low cost and very low risk. And most importantly, it gives you the opportunity to create flexibility in your life. The power of Manatech's compensation plan is simply 3 ways to earn. Number 1, customer acquisition. Anytime you recommend Manatech products to someone, you earn 20% of their product order. Number 2, customer subscriptions. Most people that discover Manatech and these amazing products make the decision to continue to use them, many of which use our subscription model. And by doing so, that sets you up for an ongoing income of earning up to 20% of all of your customers' ongoing purchases. And then number 3, team building. By helping a customer or an associate join Manatech, and by helping them do what you just did, you can now earn an override, if you will, on that brand new team member's business. You're only 3 clicks away from being in a global wellness business in more than 30 countries. You can choose to partner with Manatech today for only $49.99. Your next move. Let's get started. So simple. Just start using the Manatech products. That way, you get to experience so many of the great aspects of the Manatech product line, and then simply share them with others. Most people know other people that have invested in the health and wellness industry. In fact, statistics show that over the last couple of years, it's literally exploded. 7 or 8 out of every 10 adults in any category in North America have tried and use wellness products. And finally, grow your team. Help the new people that you introduced to Manatech do the same thing that you did. That's how easy it is. Welcome to Manatech. Get back to the person who invited you to this presentation. We can't wait to help you reach your goals.